Yesterday we had a great birthday. I hope you got to see it. It was a lot of fun and had a good time, and I've been giving food away to like workers and stuff because it's just too much food and it's nice to help people. But today I'm going to change topics a little bit, and I'm going to talk about how I got into my business in California. I hope it doesn't bother you, but I will just tell you a little story about my life, and I hope you enjoy it. Many years ago, many years ago, I was in a marriage that didn't work out, and it was very sad, and things just fell apart, and I ended up getting divorced. And so that was good and bad because I had kids. That was bad, and good because I was able to enjoy my life in a better situation. So that was good. But during that time I had a lot of financial problems also, and a neighbor of my ex-wife's, his name is Don Miller, he asked me if I wanted to work, and I needed to work. And so he said, I will pay you $10 an hour if you come work in my shop. And I said, okay, I will do it. So he went ahead and said, tomorrow you come to work and just bring your regular clothes and I will teach you. And I said, far out, 10 bucks an hour. I like that one. I go to his shop and I'm wondering, like, what kind of work is this? And he had a copper rain gutter business. And I was like, what is this? And he said, I want you to build copper rain gutter parts for me. All handmade and stuff like this. And I said, I don't know if I can do this. So he said, I will teach you. So I went ahead and learned, and that's how it started. I was building these beautiful ornate copper rain gutter parts by hand, like kind of like they used to do in like 1600 BC with fire and hammering them and stuff. And actually, I'm really good with metal. That's something I didn't really know. I'm not really good with wood, but when it comes to metal, I'm good. I'm really good. So I'm making these parts and I'm doing really good. And I just made maybe one or two mistakes out of like hundreds and thousands of jobs I did in making these parts for copper rain gutters. And it was really easy for me, and I happened to have a good skill, which I didn't even know. I just did it for the money, but it was nice and I enjoyed the work. I'm working and he gets a telephone call, and then he says, I don't want to do it, goodbye. And I said, what happened? What was that telephone call? And he said, oh, some lady wants the rain gutters fixed. I guess it fall off the house. And I said, what? And he says, yeah, I don't do that kind of work, because he did special ornate rain gutter work. And I said, I could probably do that one. And so he said, really? And I said, yeah. I said, next call you get, just send it to me and I'll go maybe try to make some money. And he said, okay, I'll do that. So the next week happened and he got a phone call, and a lady asked for, I guess, the rain gutters to put back on her house that had fallen down. So he said, I have somebody to talk to you. And so I picked up the phone and I said, hello. And he says, I'm an old lady in Fullerton, Placentia, California, and I need my rain gutter put up. And I said, I can do that one. I can do it. But I didn't know what I was doing. And I said, but I can do it. And so I drive over her house and I put her rain gutters up. It only took me like half hour or less. It wasn't very long. And I think I charged her like $125. And so that was like 6,000, 7,000 pesos in the Philippines. So that was really fast, and she paid me. And I went home saying, oh man, I'm making $10 an hour, and then I'm making $125 an hour working for myself, putting up this old lady's rain gutter. And I said, I like that one. That's nice. I told this boss guy of mine that I enjoyed doing that. And I said, keep it up, keep giving me those phone calls. So he kept getting phone calls, and then I kept going and making fast money. And I realized, like, hey, I can do this work. And I was doing installs of the kind of Home Depot stuff, the the 4-inch rain gutters and stuff, and it wasn't very good quality, but I was getting lots of business and stuff, and it was really great. And I'm like, I can make a business out of this, because I was good at it and it was easy for me. It was like nothing. So one day I got this call from this guy, and he says, I have a contractor's license kit, and if you do a job for my papa in Huntington Beach, I'll trade you the kit to prepare for your contractor's license for rain gutters, and you do all the pay and you do all the work of the rain gutters, and I will give you this expensive training kit so you can get your license. And I said, okay, I will do that. So I did that, and I got the kit, and I was studying for my contractor's license, and it was really hard, but I studied, and I was able to take the test eventually, and I passed it with like a 96 or 98% on both my law and my math. And so I did really good, and everyone was flunking the test, and I was like, because I studied with this kit, not because I'm that smart, I'm not that smart, but I studied, and then I like passed that test, like first time 98% about. It was really great. I don't think I missed more than a couple the whole time. So I really smoked it, and I was like the first one to pass it, and so I got my license. I got my contractor's license.